Konnichiwa, I'm John Hornick. Welcome to my Japanese Faves series where we'll cover every major type of Japanese food. This lesson is Shogayaki 3 with exotic mushrooms. Shoga means ginger in Japanese and yaki means cooked or grilled. Shogayaki is usually made with thinly sliced pork loin, so it's pork marinated in ginger, then grilled. It's also usually pan-fried or done in a wok, but tonight we're doing it yakiniku style, grilled over Japanese sumi charcoal on a Conroe grill. You could also use a kettle-style grill. Sumi is a high-quality, natural Japanese charcoal made from pressed wood and sawdust, which burns very hot and almost smokeless. The smoke you get is mostly from the food itself. I'm pairing the pork with some miatake and nameko mushrooms. If you can't find those, use shitake mushrooms. So let's start cooking. All right, now the first thing we're going to do is marinate the pork. I've sliced this pork loin into pieces that are a little thinner than 1/4 of an inch, okay? Now what we're going to do is put those into a bowl. We're going to add enough olive oil to be able to coat them, okay? And you can just do that by eye. It's going to take, probably 3 tablespoons. That container just ran out of olive oil, so we'll just add a little more here. And then we're going to add in the minced ginger, and then we're going to add some sesame oil. The amounts are in the description, in the notes, but no amounts are set in stone. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to mix this up real well. All right, now we're going to put that into a marinating bag, and actually it's just a Ziploc bag, and we'll close that up, get the air out, and then we're going to put it on a pan. Why on a pan? In case the bag leaks. All right, then we're going to let that marinate in the fridge for at least 2 hours. I'm going to do it overnight, so I'm going to turn it over every now and then and maybe mix it up. Knead it a little bit to mix it up in there, okay? So into the fridge. Marinate at least 2 hours, preferably overnight. All right, now we're going to heat our sumi charcoal, and this is what it looks like. It's in a brick, as you can see. It's square, comes in different lengths because the pieces break, okay? We're going to light this charcoal. I'm just going to put it into this grill pan that I have here and put that right on the stove top, little space between the briquettes, and put on the exhaust hood, and you should start about a half an hour before you're going to use the charcoal, okay? Because it's difficult. It can be a little difficult to light, but once it's lighted, it burns very hot. Okay, so again, start about a half hour ahead. Now you could also use a chimney that you would use to start charcoal for a grill, but I'm doing it right here on the stovetop. You could also do it on your grill if it's a propane grill. Don't use anything like lighter fluid to light this, okay? All right, here's our pork, which has been marinating for how long was it? It was overnight, actually. We're going to add a little bit of salt, just lightly, and some togarashi, and I'm just going to mix that up a little bit, make sure it's all, that the pieces are well coated. There we go. All right, now we're going to toss the mushrooms and the asparagus in a little olive oil and some seasoning. It might not look like I have the full amount that's in the notes. That's because I'm making less tonight. But if you're making for 2, use the quantities that are in the notes. I'm adding also just a little bit of sesame oil and lightly salted, lightly togarashi, and tossed. Right, now we have our Conroe grill set up here. We've put the water into the bottom. And now we're going to add the fire bowl. And now we're going to add the sumi charcoal. Look how white and beautiful it is. That is hot. Fully ignited. Put the grate on top. Okay, now we want to brush the Conroe grate with a little bit of oil. I'm using olive oil. You could use a high smoke point oil. And as you can see, we're getting some smoke. That's not coming from the charcoal per se. It's coming from the oil burning on the grate. So I have the range hood, the exhaust hood on, okay? Now we're going to lay down our asparagus pieces. And our mushrooms. Move them around as necessary. Let them grill. Okay, our vegetables are looking beautiful. And the mushrooms have a great brown on them. You can see it. I'm going to try to get them off the grate here, though, without them falling through the grate. Now we're going to keep these warm while we cook the pork. Okay, now we're going to add the pork to the grill grate. Okay, these are looking beautiful. They have some beautiful brown on them. We're going to plate them. I'm using my garlic fried rice wok style recipe for the rice that I'm serving these with tonight. But you could use white rice. With the vegetables and the mushrooms. You can see photos of the final dish at my Instagram, which is @Chef's Apprentice, Cook Like a Pro. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for cooking. Thanks for watching.